Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna show you how to achieve the perfect arm swing. So the arm swing is one of the most important components of your game. If you have an inconsistent arm swing, it's gonna be really hard to repeat shots, it's gonna be really hard to create different shapes on the lane. So today we're gonna go over some mistakes and then we're gonna give you some tips on how to fix them. Alright guys, so as we mentioned, the arm swing is one of the most important components of the physical game because your arm swing determines the direction your ball is going. So as we know in bowling, repeating is key, and if your arm swing is not in great shape, it's going to be impossible to repeat shots. It's going to be really hard to have a strong release at the bottom. Also, it's going to make it really hard to create different types of shapes that you need. The perfect arm swing is the one that goes straight forward and straight back. If you look at some of the best bowlers in the world, the majority of their arm swings are aligned with the back of their head. Everything is in line, and it just makes it easier to repeat shots. So we really want to focus on minimizing the movement on the swing, keep it as straight as possible, and that's going to help us to repeat more shots and bowl your best. One of the most common mistakes that we usually see with the arm swing is when it bumps outside of your head. That's going to make it really hard to have a strong release at the bottom. It's going to make it really hard to create some shapes on the lane, and because it's coming outside of your head, it's going to give you the tendency of pulling the bowling ball, creating inconsistency and make it really hard to repeat shots. So you just saw me executing some shots, exaggerating my arm swing coming outside of my head, and as you guys notice, it's really hard to get that ball to the right. It gives you the feeling that you are muscling the ball, it gives you the feeling that you are actually trying to pull it, but it's not the case. What is happening is my arm swing, because it's coming from the outside, it doesn't let me get that room that I need in order to have a strong release. Also, it's impossible to throw it to the right, and most of the times you want to create that shape to the right in order to play the lanes certain way, and with my arm swing being from the outside, it's just not possible. So the second problem right here is when the swing is too far inside your body. So that's gonna make you use your shoulders more. It's gonna make it really hard to repeat the shots. It's gonna make it really hard to get that nice strong release at the end. So now we're gonna go to the lanes. We're gonna show you 2 tips on how to fix both of the problems. So one of the most important components when it comes to the swing direction is a push away. When your push away is going too far to the left or too far to the right, it's when your swing is gonna start getting out of alignment. And that's where the problems are gonna start. So the first drill that we're gonna do is the push away drill. We're gonna set up in the approach like if we are going to bowl, then we're gonna pick a spot on the floor straight ahead of us, and then we're gonna take the first step and then we're gonna push straight to that spot, so that gives us a sense of a straight push away. Alright guys, so the second tip right here is actually looking at the footwork. The crossover step is really important because that's how you're gonna create the space to have a straighter swing. So the next drill is gonna set up without a ball or with a ball, and then we're gonna try to recreate that crossover step. If you have a 5-step approach, it's gonna be on your second step, and if you have a 4-step approach, it's gonna be your first step. You wanna get on the approach like if you were gonna bowl, and then you're just gonna do the first couple of steps of a 5-step approach, create that space with the crossover step, or in the 4-step approach, just do the first step, crossing over, open it up the space so you can have a straight swing. All right guys, so there you have it. Those are the tips to achieve that perfect arm swing. Please let us know in the comments, what do you think? If you like it, please like, comment, subscribe. Let us know in the comments what other videos would you like us to make, and we'll see you on the next one.